Balderdash Academy, competitive comedy. Good for your health like a yearly colonoscopy. Bring a flask, don't forget your hall pass. If you need a laugh, let me introduce the school staff. Marie Stewart Harmon teaches home economics. See her after class for some home brewed tonics. Sex with me is like Nate Green, cause finishing on top is his normal routine. Coach Steve brings the show's sports knowledge, but he's bad at portmanteaus cause he didn't go to college. Molly McGill spits words like an Uzi. She wins every game but can't name a single movie. They call him Brady Hunt, the theater guru. He'll always almost win like deja vu do. Carla Rose Dubois, you better watch your back. She's notoriously known for teaching music facts. And Baba Blanc gets no disrespect. Don't talk back cause he's technically correct. Yes, let's go. Balderdash Academy, baby. Alright, sit down, class is starting.
Balderdash Academy.
Welcome back to Balderdash Academy After Hours. Now, we're going to end the night the way we always do with a bonus game that we used to call Life With Me. By popular demand, we've done away with a Balderdash randomizer. We've done away with Life With Me, and we went to the game that everyone liked the best.
Parkour with me. Oh.
Parkour with me. Yeah, thank you, Nate. Sex with me, which to Nate is parkour.
Jumping to conclusions again.
Sorry.
Now we'll start by pulling a topic, and then we'll tell you how sex with us is like that topic. Now, to get into the fun, you can submit topics for us to riff on. So use the form on the Balderdash Academy show website to submit your topic. The link is in the description. Now, our first prompt is from Patrick Holt from Barrington, Rhode Island. And Patrick's first prompt is umbrella. Sex with me is like an umbrella. So to start, sex with me is like an umbrella. You gotta shake the wet off before you bring it inside.
Sex with me is like an umbrella. I'm never there when you need it.
Sex with me is like an umbrella. You have to be careful in high winds because you could have a complete inversion.
You're all reading my mind.
Ouch.
Single one. Unbelievable.
Sex with me is like an umbrella. You only get it when it's wet.
Mm-hmm.
Sex with me is like an umbrella. Mary Poppins loves it.
Sex with me is like an umbrella. I only open up when you push my button.
All right, I'm gonna try this one. Sex with me is like an umbrella. Ella, hey. Mom, don't watch us.
An umbrella. It's bad luck to do it indoors.
I love that.
Oh.
Go camping a lot, do you?
You know it, Patrick.
All right. Renee, what is something that you find in your office?
Knives.
Knives. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sex with me is like a knife. The pointy end goes in first.
Sex with me is like a knife. I just want to get to the point and then have it be over.
Mm-hmm. Sex with me is like a knife. When you're done, you want to wash it off so that you're ready for the next use.
Oh.
Sex with me is like a knife. In college, I used to sell it door to door.
I'm going to say this in my Italian accent. Sex with me is like a knife. It's not serrated G.
Sex with me is like a knife. If you don't clean it off immediately after use, it will stain.
Sex with me is like a knife. You gotta put it back into the block when you're done. That didn't go anywhere.
Sex with me is like a knife. You really have to pay attention to where the sheath is.
Yeah.
It's true.
Sex with me is like a knife. Nobody really knows what to do with the big rog thing that comes with a set. Okay, I'm gonna edit that one out.
Sex with me is like a knife. It's like 10,000 spoons when it's
Sex with me is like a knife. You want to make sure that you're dealing with the right side because the other side is dangerous.
Sex with me is like a knife outlawed in airports.
Not going to say that one. Just going to put it in the chat.
Got it.
All right, Renee, what's something you can find in a kitchen? Speaking of knives, you find knives in a kitchen. What else can you find in a kitchen?
What else can you find in the kitchen? Dirty dishes.
Dirty dishes. Sex with me is like dirty dishes. Sometimes you got to clean it with your tongue.
Sex with me is like dirty dishes. The dog likes to clean them up.
Gross. Sex with me is like dirty dishes piled up on the back room of the restaurant.
Sex with me is like dirty dishes. It's a sign of guilt in some people.
Sex with me is like, oh, sorry.
No, you go.
Sex with me is not that good. Sex with me is like dirty dishes. It stains the plastic.
Alan, can you isolate the soundbite of Carla Rose saying sex with me is not that good?
Sex with me is not that good. Appreciate that.
Sex with me is like dirty dishes. You need a good soak first and then some gentle, soft rubbing.
Sex with me is like... Oh, go on, Nate.
Okay, sex with me is like dirty dishes. This always seems to get put off till tomorrow.
Sex with me is like dirty dishes. It can be found. No, I'm not going to say it. No, I almost pulled a Steve. No.
Sex with me is like dirty dishes. After a while, it begins to have a funny odor.
Sex with me is like dirty dishes. It attracts bugs.
Sex with me is like dirty dishes. My husband just won't do them.
Yeah.
Sex with me.
Sex with me is like dirty dishes. The machine does them way better.
All right, you stole mine. All right.
Sex with me
Let's
is like
do one
dirty
more.
dishes. You need to use a little method because that's real good dish soap. Just saying. Method dish soap.
Sure. Yeah.
And you're
We're looking for a sponsor.
environmentally friendly. Nate.
And here's the thing: if you do it wrong, you're gonna gain.
Washing until the dawn of time.
That just dawned on me. Damn
You
it.
soaked in it, didn't you?
Oh, God.
All right. So one more. Let's finish it off. What's
So to speak.
What's your favorite power tool?
Out of all the power tools that are your favorite,
Right.
which one is your very
So
favorite?
hard. Just guess.
What's my favorite
Yeah.
power tool?
Or tool you use to dig graves.
Ooh.
Any
A
tool.
spork.
It doesn't really exist.
I have one.
Chainsaw.
There you go.
Oh,
Chainsaw.
Scary.
Sex with me is like a chainsaw. It works best when well oiled.
Sex with me is like a chainsaw. It goes through wood. A lot of wood.
Ooh, okay.
Multiple woods.
Checks with me is like a breakfast cereal. Sex with me is like a chainsaw. Sometimes you got to give it a couple of good yanks to get it started.
Sex with me is like a chainsaw. You have to yell timber when you're done.
Sex with me is like a chainsaw. You usually have to go to the hospital after.
Sex with me is like a chainsaw. Heavy to lift, but once it's in your arms, it's a real joy.
Sex with me is like a chainsaw, part of the most deadly career in America.
Having sex with you is a deadly career.
That's why it rarely happens. Sex with me is like a chainsaw. Sometimes it won't work without a good choke to start it off.
Oh.
Sex with me is like a chainsaw. When when you see me coming, your hair will turn white and run.
So, to finish it out, Renee, you were a musician and a singer, or are a musician and a singer, right? So,
Yeah.
you've been in a couple of bands, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of one of the bands?
I was in Weapons at Hand.
Weapons at hand.
That was the last one.
Weapons in Hand. So let's go. All right.
At hand. At hand.
Sex with me is like weapons in hand. Cops hate it.
Sex with me is like weapons at hand. It's kind of in the title. It's all right there.
Sex with me is like weapons at hand. Extremely dangerous if you trip.
Sex with me is like weapons in hand. You'll be thrashing all night.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sex with me is
Sex
like
with-
weapons at hand. We have a license to kill.
Sex with me is like weapons in hand. If you play with it too much, it will likely go off.
Sex with me is like weapons at hand, not for children.
There you go.
Sex with
That's
me
good.
is like weapons at hand. You have to treat them gingerly.
Sex with me is like weapons at hand. You have to treat them Marianne-ly.
Barry Gilligan's.
Sorry.
Giggity.
Renee, do you play any instruments?
Yes.
What do you play?
I play guitar and hand percussion.
Oh, you and me both. It's my doldrum.
All right. All right.
Just happen
Sex
to
with
have
me
my
is like
own-
hand percussion. It starts off with a light slap.
Sex with me is like hand percussion. It's like a slow clap.
Sex with me is like hand percussion. You got to keep that steady beat or you're going to go nowhere.
Sex with me is like a hand percussion. With the wrong instrument, it may cause anthrax.
Sex with me is like a hand concussion. I don't. Wait, what?
Sex with me is like a guitar. It all starts with a good pluck.
Sex with me is like hand percussion. After you're slapping around for a while, your hands start to sting.
Sex with me is like hand percussion. You really want to make sure your nails are up to par.
Sex with me is like hand percussion. You'll be screaming for more cowbell.
That's it. And sing.
That's it. That's tonight. All right. Thank you for joining us here in our first episode of the season for Balderdash Academy. Renee, thank you so much for agreeing to be on tonight. You are welcome back anytime.
Anytime.
Awesome. Thank you.
Don't be scared by her stuff.
All of Renee's information is available in the link in the description. And if you are so inclined, check out our website. We have new merch all the time. On behalf of Balderdash Academy, go Dashers. Have a good night. Oh, and we're
my
done.
Face. Oh man.
My cheekies
My
hurt.
cheeks.
Remember to like and subscribe to the video. Also remember that we have options available if you'd like to support the show directly. You can also show your school pride with merch from our store. And we are also booking live shows, improv comedy, and team building throughout New England. So you can now have our faculty entertain you at your location or your next corporate event, your restaurant, wherever you need entertainment. Links to everything are in the description. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.
Balderdash Academy. Balderdash Academy.
Go Dashers!